UFC Fight Night, Namajunas versus Cortez. We're going to break down this card, and I'm going to give you my picks, who I like, why, etc., etc. Before we start, I would appreciate if you guys could like the video and subscribe to the channel. Every like, every subscription means a lot. I'm trying to grow the channel, so if you could do that small thing, I would appreciate that. Let's start with the first fight of the night. We got Josh Fremd and Ange Petroski. Sorry for that. Anyway, two fighters that I don't really like. Personally, for me, it's gonna be a stay away. I don't see where either guy is better than the other. Maybe Petroski has the better wrestling. Petroski probably has the better wrestling, but he got KO'd twice by Michel Pereira and Jacob Malkoun. Fremd got knocked out by Kopylov and got 2 wins on Dumas and Kopylov and Pickett. It's hard for me to pick a winner here because both of them are just fighters I don't like and I don't think are that good. I will give Fremd, he survived to decision against someone like Anthony Hernandez. Like, he got some wins against Dumas, which is okay, and Pickett, which is not, but Petroski, man, like, who did he win against? Wellington Turman, Nick Maximov. I don't know, I'm just not impressed by any of them. I'll pick Fremd. I think he's the underdog. I'll say Fremd's gonna win. For me, it's gonna be a stay away. If there's something I've learned from the last card, UFC 303, is less is more, guys. Don't overbet. Just focus on the fighters you know and the fighters that you find the edge in. I was overbetting 303. I lost a lot of money. I'm still profitable this year, but I've done many mistakes. I'm actually happy that it happened because this will help me to become a better overall. So it is what it is. And if there's one advice I can give you is don't overbet. Next fight, we got Viviane, Araujo, and Jasmine Jasudavicius. I'll pick Jasmine. I really liked her performance against Cachoeira. She's a heavy wrestler. She keeps her pressure all the time. She just keeps pressuring you. She's durable. And she's taking Araujo, she has good takedowns. She's a good fighter overall. But I think that Jasmine just going to keep pressuring her, and she's going to eventually get the decision win. I don't see her submitting or knocking out Araujo just because she's so tough. She's been there with Grasso. She's been there with Sarah Minara, Montana De La Rosa, Jennifer Maya, Amanda Ribas, Natalia Silva, and she survived. And Jasudavicius is not a striker. She's a wrestler. She's gonna take her down. A lot of time is going to be burned against the cage. So my bet for this fight would be the over 2.5 rounds. That's what I like in this fight. If I had to pick a winner, I would pick Jasmine Jasudavicius. Next fight, we got Luana Santos and Mariya Agapova. We got someone who's doing her UFC debut. Sorry, she's not doing her UFC debut, what I was talking about. We got a fighter here who got dominated in the grappling area in most of her fights in the UFC. It's coming off of 3 losses. Julian Robertson, Marina Moroz, Shayna Dobson. She got a win against Sabina Mazo. I'm not really impressed by her. The fact that she lost so much lately is just it's a concern. She's 27, but she's not really good anywhere. On the other side, Santos really surprised me. Like she pushes herself and she manages to get the wins. You know, she won against Juliana Miller. Okay, she got a good win against Stephanie Egger, and now she's coming against someone who's not that good. I think that she's gonna have the striking advantage. I think that her judo will give her top position, and that's it. And you know what? She always comes overweight. I don't know how long the UFC are going to let her do that, but if she comes overweight, I'm definitely betting on her because it's obviously an advantage. So give me Luana Santos to win. I'd say by finish. But if I would make a bet, I would pick Santos. For the main card, the first fight, we got an interesting one. We got Christian Rodriguez taking on Julian Erosa. Now, people are going to see this fight and are going to say, oh, it's Christian Rodriguez. He's the obvious pick. I don't know. The problem is, Julian Erosa is very good with his submissions. He has really good grappling. He won against people that you would say he's not going to win against. You would think he's not going to win against when you look at his record, but Ricardo Ramos, Dawodu, Charles Jourdain, Nate Landwehr, Sean Woodson, like these are really good guys. Like he got wins against those people because he managed to use his grappling or his striking and surprise them, like a flying knee, Darce choke. This is Charles Jourdain against Darce choke. This guy is really good with his submission game. Now, C-Rod, what I like about C-Rod, and I noticed that in him in his first fight that I saw, where he fought, what's his name? Raul Rosas. This guy is smart. He has high IQ. He's very intelligent. And it's going to be very hard to submit him. On the feet, I think that C-Rod has the advantage. He has a good chin. He has the Mexican chin. So you can trust his chin. Julian Erosa, on the other hand, has no chin. I really can't trust his chin. He got knocked out 5 times in the first round. And you know what? If there's someone who could evade Julian Erosa submission game, I give it to C-Rod. I think that his defenses are good enough to prevent him from being submitted by Erosa. He had a really good back and forth with Bulgarian. I think that Bulgarian should have won that. Simon, man, really good fight against Simon. Rosas, again, really good fight. Controlled him in the second and third round. He lost against Jonathan Pierce because Pierce had, with his wrestling, just controlled him. I don't think that would happen with Julian Erosa. Julian Erosa is more of a, I'll say, defensive grappler. Like if you're gonna give him his head, if you're gonna give him your head, he's gonna guillotine you. He's gonna Darce choke. So that's what I'm afraid of. But I don't think that C-Rod is gonna try to take him down. I think C-Rod would prefer to keep it on the feet and eventually find Erosa chin. So I'm gonna say I'm saying that Rodriguez is gonna win. This is not as easy as you think. It's not gonna be as easy as you think. If C-Rod wins, I see him winning by knockout or decision. Next fight, we got Cody Brundage and Abdul Razak Alhassan. We got two guys here that I'm not impressed by both. Hassan is coming off a loss to Pfeiffer. He got the arm triangle choke, and Pfeiffer is a very, very physical specimen. Brundage, on the other hand, is not Pfeiffer. He has decent grappling. Like, I see him taking Alhassan down and maybe submitting him or getting the ground and pound, but he got knocked out before 2 times in the first round, and Abdul has strong punches. He can definitely shut his lights off. So for me, this is a stay away. I really don't have a feel for this fight. I don't like either fighter, so it's a stay away. I will pick Abdul. I think that he could keep the fight standing and eventually find the chin, probably in the first round. So that's my pick. I'm taking Abdul to win by a knockout. Next fight, we got Bonfim and Loosa. Loosa, I really hope that he's gonna lose, because he was definitely losing against the butcher. Forgot his name. The tall guy that fucked him up. What's his name? Brian Battle. Yeah, Brian Battle. I picked Brian Battle, and he was in a parlay. I picked him money line, and because there was an eye poke, which Loosa could definitely continue fighting, but he saw that he was losing. He was outclassed, and he chose to get the no contest and getting the loss. Funny thing is, afterwards, he wanted to fight Brian Battle, and suddenly his eye was well. Anyway, he's not gonna win here. Bonfim is just too physical. Bonfim is too good. His striking is phenomenal. His submission game is on point. I see this fight not going the distance. I think it's gonna be the first time we're gonna see Loosa getting finished by submission, probably. But I wouldn't be surprised if he knocks him out as well. So I'm picking Bonfim to win. I see this fight ending in the first round. Bonfim is that good. The only reason he lost in his last fight and was his first loss is because the guy he fought against is just an animal. Like, Nicholas Dalby, man, he was in really bad positions, and he managed to somehow survive. Dalby is a specimen. Loosa is not Dalby. And I'm pretty sure that this loss did more good than bad to Bonfim. What happened there is that Bonfim he was used to finishing people. And then when he couldn't finish someone, he just gassed. And that's why he lost. If he had better cardio, and I'm sure he worked on it, he could win the decision, because he was dominating Dalby until that point. So I'm picking Bonfim to win. I'm sure we're going to see a more calm, sophisticated version of Bonfim here, and he's my pick. Next fight, we got Salikhov and Santiago Ponzinibbio. I'm picking Santiago Ponzinibbio to win. I think he can find Salikhov chin. I wasn't impressed by his fight against Randy Brown. He just got knocked the fuck out the first round. Santiago can do the same. Santiago can definitely do the same. He has power in his hands. He's a good striker. And Salikhov is getting old, man. He's 40 years old. Not that Santiago is young, but still. I'm picking Salikhov to lose and Santiago to win. I think by knockout, first round, second round, is probably going to finish him. And for our main event of the evening, we got Rose Namajunas taking on Tracy Cortez. This is Tracy Cortez is a replacement. Rose should have fought Macy Barber, and Macy Barber, I think, got injured or something. And now we got Tracy Cortez. Tracy Cortez is a phenomenal wrestler. She's overall really good everywhere. I just don't like that she's coming short notice. And what we've seen off of Rose is that she's improving. She's still good. It seems that mentally she's there. So I'm gonna pick Rose Namajunas to win. I'm not saying it's gonna be easy. This is a 5-round fight. Again, this is gonna give the advantage to Rose because Tracy Cortez, I don't think she's ever fought in the UFC 5 rounds. I don't know how she's gonna look at the championship rounds. I do like the over here, so I do think the fight will go over 2.5 rounds. Maybe Rose will get the finish at the later rounds. But I'm going to pick Rose. If I'm going to make a bet on this fight, I will pick the over here. Now, safety parlay. I'm going to give you probably what I'm going to bet. Okay, this is for you guys who kept watching until this moment. Now, before I give you the safety parlay, guys, one thing I need you to do is to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment who you think is going to win, who you like in this card. So, safety parlay. Over 2.5 rounds for Viviane and Jasmine. Take it with C-Rod to win. Money line. Just give me C-Rod and Bonfim. That's it. That's the safety parlay. We got Araujo, Rodriguez, and Bonfim. This is option number 1. Option number 2. Give me Viviane. Give me the over here. Give me the over here and Bonfim. That's the second safety parlay. We got the over here. We got Bonfim. And we got the over here. That's it, guys. If you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, and let me know who are your picks. That's it for now. Remember, guys, less is more. Just bet on the fights that you have conviction on and don't donate your money to the casino. I'll see you in the next one.